were in my packet, there was one against. And it was, I forget the name of the person who it was, and he cited the fact that Zedda Farm isn't funded for things that they need. And I've had dubious doubts about this whole thing, and my issues with it are we don't have a plan. We don't know what it's going to be. At first, they weren't sure if it was going to be a forest or a park. Now it looks like it's going to be a park, but I don't remember anybody having a discussion or a vote as to whether it was going to be a forest or a park. We don't have any idea of where parking is going to be, what's exactly going to be able to be there, who can go there. We don't have a good clear-cut plan on it, and we don't know what the contract is that we are going to be signing with Trust for Public Lands. And so I have learned the hard way that I don't say yes to things that I don't have clear definition on. And so as much as I know there's great support for it, I'd rather have questions answered before we move forward.
Thank you.
Now, the money for this is coming out of the open space line item, or is it coming out of the general fund?
Open space.
Open space, so it's coming out, so the money's already there.
Correct.
Yes.
So I see it as a no-brainer, but.
Thank you.
To approve it.
Excuse me, we discussed this before when we sent it to a town meeting. I support it. I don't see a need to rehash the arguments.
Okay, thank you. Rob, any input?
I'm very much in favor of it, and I agree with Bill. We did discuss this in quite length, and I think it's a great idea. It's going to be a state park. That's what it's going to be.
Great. Hearing no more discussion, I'll take a vote. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'm going to ask for, first of all, Judy,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Lisa,
No.
Rob,
Yes.
and I vote yes. Carries 4-1. Thank you.
Thank you.
Under new business, we went out to bid on the new walkways on the town green, and the winning bid was James Blair. The bids are located in there. There was a wide range of bids, but Jim Blair came in, and I'm going to make a motion that we need a motion on that.
Sure.
Yeah, make a motion that we hire James Blair Landscaping LLC to complete as the winning bid for the town facility walkways. Any discussion?
So this doesn't have to go to town meeting because we can, because of the executive order, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, it's going to go to Board of Selectmen and to
And IPAC, but it doesn't have to go to a town meeting.
No.
Okay.
So this isn't a project that was previously set up. This is a new project.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a reason that we need to do that right now?
Well, for one, the walkway in front of Town Hall has to be redone. In the winter time, it is absolute slip hazard, and we've already had some issues with it before. So that has to be redone, yes. It's a safety hazard.
My only concern is that with the present situation in our country and the world, is it the time to be spending money that we don't have to spend or that wasn't already budgeted? That is this something we can plan for or put on a back burner, and why are we doing it now as opposed to just waiting till things can be normalized again?
Well, Because it puts people to work, and it's a project that needs to be done. Part of it, it completes the walkway in front, and you know, part of being returning to normal is to put people to work on things that the town has thought about for a while and wants to get done. And we have the money for it in this fiscal year, not next year's budget.
Is this proposal for the entire project, the 26,669?
Yes,
That's everything.
yes.
Okay, so what else are you gonna do?
This was the project that put together the memorial out front and a walkway from the left side of the entrance into the town facilities here, all the way across to the chapel area, and encases the memorial. And I believe it has a walkway from Yeoman's to the memorial, and it replaces the walkway in front of the town hall here.
Okay.
And is that all being done in pavers as opposed to in the cement that we have now?
Yes.
I wish I'd been given more information on this before and what the thought was.
I'm sure we've talked about this project.
Yeah, I think we have. I think if you're gonna go ahead and it sounds like we need to do something in front of the town hall. And if you're gonna do this, you should all do it once so that it all blends together. It makes sense with the architectural drainage and all that stuff. So when you get it all done, it should be one package as opposed to doing a piecemeal and it doesn't come out as well. So that would be one argument, or reason to do it that I would support.
Any other discussion? Okay, so all those in favor, Judy,
Yes.
Bill,
Aye.
Lisa,
Aye.
Rob,
Yes.
and I vote yes. Passes 5-0. The next item is the generator at Horace Porter School. This has been on the docket for a while to replace the generator. We went out for a bid. The bids were opened up this week, and the bids, you know, the high bid was $138,000, and the low bid was $69,334, which falls in our price range, and that is with a trade-in of the old generator, Higgins Electric. So I make a motion, we approve Higgins Electric LLC for the Horace Porter School generator replacement with a winning bid of $69,334. Discussion.
Was this one of our capital projects?
This year, yes.
Okay.
It was already in the Board of Ed approved
Yeah.
capital.
That's what I was thinking, so I just wanted to verify.
Yeah.
Well, my only question is, it's amazing how one bid is double the other bid. You wonder how that happens.
Well, I think you have to understand is once maybe that bid came in over $100,000, and then it might have had to gone to a prevailing wage. So it adds probably 33% at least to the project.
Yeah.
I was pleased to see so many bids.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, roll of all those in favor or against. Judy,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
my vote is yes. Stephen, so 5-0, thank you. Columbia Lake, nothing. Appointments, nothing. Town administrators report.
On the Unified Command, we've been very active as a town, trying to stay up with all the executive orders with the governor. Stephen and I have been on quite a few conference calls. Our employees have also been on many conference calls, the tax and the assessor's office. We're on one today, trying to look at different options coming up with the taxing of an extension. And on COVID-19, we've mainly been trying to staff accordingly, so we're not more than one person in office. That's still our goal. We've purchased the ability to remotely tie into our computers. So that has been set up by Novus, and we're just now starting the training process with the employees, and we're trying to get some more laptops for any employee that has a issue with their computer at home. So all that's going on. We're working on the parks, trying to keep everyone distanced. Even today, I had to, with Steven's help, we had to go talk to a whole bunch of young men on the basketball court and what they could and couldn't do. So people are being very courteous and very respectful, and that seems like we're in good shape. We're at 3 confirmed cases right now in Columbia. We just went up 1 yesterday. Stephen, do you have anything else on the Unified Command?
Yeah, I'd like to talk a little bit about those 3. We had a talk today. The state is not really, they feel that it is wasting valuable time to register those people who have had the virus and have fought through it and are well and are no longer sick, and they've returned home, or they've been at home and quarantined and they're over the time period and they're much better, or they've been they don't contain the virus anymore. They've tested negative. And I want people to know, and we'll be going out with a message that says, yes, the 3 people that we've had in Columbia, the first one was over 2.5 weeks ago, and they don't keep track of if they're still sick or not. And so this is a cumulative type of number. But remember, as somebody gets sick, it's about 7 days if they're a stay-at-home quarantine. It's 3 or 4 days with a flu, and not with a flu, with a fever and congestion, if it's that bad. And then it's, it breaks through and it's 3 or 4 days as a recovery. So remember, these 3 are probably not active all at the same time. That's number 1. As far as it goes with our Unified Command Center, I can't thank Mark and Jen enough. They're really holding down the fort down here, even though they're not here at the same time. It's working out very well. Bev is keeping us abreast during this busy time of the budget. She's doing a fantastic job with her department over there. And Jerry James, as he keeps me honest every day, calls me, emails me, and he makes sure that the town of Columbia is in good hands as represented for the Health Unified Command, because Jerry gets those phone calls, he's on emails, he and I are talking, and he has answers to questions that I just thought of that he already has gotten or put the questions in earlier in the day. So we're thinking along the same lines, and it's good. And Columbia has done things prior to the governor's executive orders, which I believe is why we are doing very well with, never mind the disease state as it is, but the people who are doing what they're supposed to do. It's very rare we have groups of more than 4 or 5. We don't see people congregating all over the place. Even when I go up to the park, people are walking their dogs or having a walk respectively with masks on, or they're keeping their distance. We're doing the right thing. When people die from this. There's no doubt about it. I have a good friend whose brother died from it, 35 years old. It'll happen. But we continue to stay the course, do what is right, and this will pass. It's going to be a bear. There's no doubt. There'll be ripple effects. But I want to thank everybody in the town that's been doing their job. George, his group down there are working. They're working schedules to get the job done, but to be safe. And and the main thing I think about is our fire department and our EMS, that they have to be safe because they answer the calls all the time. And I went by an ambulance call the other day, and the 3 responders that were there that was carrying a patient out, each one of them was masked up, protective gear, and I was very proud to see them there, and that we're making sure that they have the gear that they need. And Peter Starkell and Jerry James are on top of that stuff, and they're doing a great job in Columbia. They really are. So
Steve,
that's what I have to say about the Unified Command.
Steve, I want to thank you for your good work as well.
Yeah,
Same here.
I got a great team.
I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
It's a great team. We have a great town, so thanks. Okay, Mark.
Right man in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. No.
The next item I wanted to make you all aware of, Beverly and I were on a conference call to learn how to be prepared for FEMA, to be reimbursed by FEMA. And we have now, with Stephen's signature, we have applied for FEMA reimbursement.
Somebody
So
has to mute out there. Maybe it's me, but
can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
I think one of the things, Mark, is those laptops will allow us to work from home. We should be getting FEMA reimbursement for those
Correct.
items. So
we're documenting all our expenses as related to this epidemic, and we have now officially applied for a request for public assistance back. So we've done everything we need to do. I just wanted to give a heads up on that.
Mark, what are the ages of the victims in Columbia? The 3 victims.
The first one was a 25-year-old female, and the second one, Stephen, was that another 30 in the 30s?
I honestly don't know. They haven't told me the last 2.
We don't know anything about the third one that just came in. So it's all HIPAA protected, so we can't know much. And they have caseworkers that track them down and do a whole investigation on who the people have come in contact with. But we don't know a whole lot.
The only thing I can possibly tell you, or I can tell you that it's most probable that they were not hospitalized, that they were isolated at home for a period of at least 14 days to get better. So I do not think any of them are hospitalizations.
No, that's good.
That's all I have, Steve.
All right, there's some correspondence in here. One of the things is the newsletter that Jen puts out every month. If people don't get it, hopefully you're sharing it out there and people are saying, how do I get that? And they can sign up for it. But this thing is becoming a great piece of information about the goings on in the towns, as well as the going ons for the safety of our people. So, talk about it out there on the phone with your neighbors and stuff and make sure they're getting it. And the other thing, one other person I didn't really, the other day I was in my office and I asked Bernadette Deering, our senior center director, to provide me with a list of at least 20 names of people I could call who have been at home. And I made 20 phone calls, and the people are being well cared for. Not a one of them was in need of anything. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there, but what I'm saying is the people that I called are getting food when they need it, are getting assistance when they need it. So the town is taking care of their people, and Bernadette is doing a great job over there. She has 2 other people who are making phone calls, and there's plenty of volunteers that are delivering meals and essentials and picking up medicine if anybody needs it. So they're doing a great job over there. So that's all I have for correspondence, and now we get to the money part. So I have a couple of transfers. So I make a motion that we transfer $26,669 from the contingency fund to DPW capital improvements for the walkway project that we just passed. Any discussion? Judy?
No.
Bill? Any discussion?
No discussion.
Okay, Lisa, Rob?
No, I'm fine.
All right. All those in favor, Judy,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm a yes, so we'll move that transfer over. Thank you. I have another transfer in the amount of $700. Transfer from the administration, Department 112, from the commercial insurance to fuel to cover over budgeted cost of heating for town hall. The transfer includes covering the current overspending of $129.89, as well as an estimate for an oil tank fill-up at the end of the fiscal year. So $700 transfer. I don't think we need a discussion, but when I call your name for the vote, if you'd like to say something other than how you vote, please do so. Judy?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Thank you. That's it for transfers. Now the payment of bills. I make a motion, we pay the bills in the amount of $57,752.13. Does everybody have a packet?
Go ahead.
Judy, you got yours?
I looked at it, yeah.
Okay, Bill, you're good?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yeah.
A lot of tree work in here, a lot of tree work in here.
Is there a lot more tree work?
Oh, yeah.
As much tree work as we can pay for, so.
Yes,
Yep, there is.
we'll exhaust our budget and then wait for some more money in the next budget.
Yeah.
All right. Any discussion on bills?
No.
I mean,
All those in favor? Judy?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Rob?
yes.
This is Steve and I vote yes. Bills are passed, so. Thank you very much. Let's see, what do we have? Audience of citizens, anybody? Ray, give me a thumbs up if you can.
Someone's got to unmute Carol.
She got her thumb up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, Mark will get that. Or who's the host now? Is it Bev or Mark?
Bev officially, but I still think I can do it.
Hold on, Carol, we see you.
Oh, maybe I can't. Bev, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
Okay,
Carol,
there she
Carol
is.
can unmute herself.
go ahead.
Okay, Paul Kabala from 37 Lake Road. I'm just curious as to if anybody ever looked into what authority the governor has for passing all these executive orders. There seems to be a big issue with the president, and I'm just curious as to if this guy is overstepping his bounds too. Thank you.
Anybody else for a comment? Thank you, Paul. Okay, board member comments. Judy?
I saw that in everything in Columbia, somebody from AHM was reaching out to people, which I thought was good. Because it's hard to get the word out that somebody, there's somebody to help. So I thought that was a good choice, good option.
Yep, I saw that too. Or my wife saw it and told me.
Yeah.
And there's a phone number in your newsletter on how to get assistance and call AHM directly.
Good. Yeah, the newsletter is great. It does give a lot of information. And we always have trouble getting information out in Columbia. So that's a good help.
Thank you, Judy. Bill?
No comments.
Great. Lisa?
Just really proud of everybody and all the work that everybody's doing, including the citizens. It's just amazing.
Rob?
Great.
I'm good. Everybody hang in there.
Thank you. I don't have any more comments than I've made, other than Lisa said it. Everybody's doing a great job, and I'm very proud to be part of this town. So Keep it up. Any questions, give us a call. So I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:35. All those in favor?
Right.
Aye. That's amazing. Thank you. Everybody who was on tonight, thank you very much.
That was good.
I see
That was
some new
good.
names in there. David Ram and Robin and Flo. Thank you all. Take care. Oh, you X out, Bill.